Stay tuned. You're about to find out all the home selling fees that are associated with selling your home that most agents don't want to share with you.
Okay, Voltaire, tell me, why do most agents shy away about having the home seller fee conversation with their clients?
Well, it's because it's one of the biggest reasons why sellers decide not to sell, because it's so expensive.
Got it. But we are not going to shy away from it today, right?
Not today.
Good. We are going to tell you guys all about the home seller fees and how to navigate them. And who better to teach us than Voltaire Lepe, CEO of Lepe Tendwell Properties, the top agent in Golden Hill, San Diego, and he has 14 years of real estate experience. Okay, so let's jump right into it. What are some of the home seller fees that a client could expect when they're in the process of selling their home?
Well, there's just so many. So there's escrow, start off with escrow. So the escrow fee could be like 0.25%, somewhere in that ballpark. And most of the time it's split between the seller and the buyer, so that's like a relief to the seller.
So does it all fall on them?
Yeah. So there's escrow, there's title fees, title insurance, depending on the value of the home, but it could be anywhere between $1,200 to $2,500.
Wow.
Yeah, it could get up there. And then the buyer pays their own, so the seller has to pay this fully.
Okay,
their
so
side of it.
this one all falls on them. Okay.
Right. And then there's county recording fees. So the county wants a piece of the money. So anytime you sell,
of course they do.
The county, and then guess who else? The city. The city is gonna, they're gonna charge you some transfer tax fees and things like that. Okay. Then you have notary fees, right? Because you need to notarize the grand deed and different things like that. A couple $100 depending on whether you go to them or they come to you. There's also the existing loan, right? So a lot of the biggest misconception of property owners is, oh, they're rich. They're rich. They own real estate.
Oh, they own their property.
Right.
No, but most people have pulled out a loan in order to purchase that real estate.
Yeah. So there's those fees. There's courier fees that the escrow company is going to charge you. They're going to say, hey, look, if we had this courier to this company and things like that. So it can get pretty expensive pretty quick.
Yeah. So tons of fees.
Right.
No matter what, it's inevitable when you're going to sell your home. And you listed a lot, but that's not even the biggest one that really can be a deal breaker for some people. What's the biggest fee that kind of will cause a little bit of uproar with a client?
Yeah, so the biggest fee, and one of the biggest ones that real estate agents feel uncomfortable in discussing, is the real estate commissions.
Got it.
Yeah.
So that's the one that your agents are going to shy away from.
Right, and the reason is because a lot of sellers, after they figure out all the fees, they say, well, it's too expensive to sell. I'm just going to hold on to my home and live there for a few more years or whatever. So with the real estate commission, it could vary anywhere from 4% all the way up to 8%. I've seen some even lower. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to everyone. The important thing to know is they're not set by law, so they're all negotiable.
Got it.
Right? But with some, you might profit more money. With others, you might profit less. You might get better service over here or more options. With others, you may not have those extras that you need.
Right. So again, it's completely open to negotiation. But at the end of the day, you just talked about having to navigate through all of these other fees, which why it makes it so important to actually have a real estate agent involved in your home sale.
Right.
Have you ever experienced a situation where maybe you have negotiated it with a client, but in the end, they were completely happy in working with you despite the commission because of all of the good benefits that you could offer them? Yeah,
of course. I just sold the property the other day down the street from here. And it was funny because when we closed escrow, I saw the home seller probably like 2 days after to go pick up the key and have a conversation, give her last documents. And she says, hey, Voltaire. She says, I didn't pay you enough. And I said, what? Yeah, exactly. And I was like, what are you talking about? She says, well, I saw the closing statement and the other agent, the buyer's agent, made more money than you made. And I said, well, you know what? You got a really good deal. We provide excellent service and at a really good price. Yeah. And she said, you should have made more. You should have made more than the other agent. And so anyhow, in that case, what she was referring to is whenever a seller pays a real estate fee, a commission, it's generally split between the listing party representing the seller and the
Right.
buyer's side.
Right.
Because you also, as a seller, you have to pay the buyer's agent real estate commission.
Okay.
Okay, so that fee that I told you before, it's usually split down the middle. So that's what she was referring to. And in this case, we gave the other party a little bit more
Okay.
as an incentive.
Okay.
So usually when you give the buyer's agent, you offer the buyer's agent more money, you can have more buyers come in. Therefore, they
Right.
fight against each other and they push up the value.
Got it. So you're kind of doing it as an incentive for your client.
Exactly.
Got it. Got it. But essentially, I guess just being such a great agent, she even thought, well, you deserve more out of it.
Yeah, and that's what we want to get out of it. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like hiring a high power attorney, right? There's some attorneys that charge you $200 an hour, you know, fresh out of law school or whatever. There's other ones that
You may or may not win your case.
Yeah, you know, do you want to go to jail forever? Yeah, you know, or do you want to pay $500 to make sure that you know you don't have to deal with it ever again?
Right.
So,
Same thing with selling homes,
same thing,
everybody.
right.
Same thing with selling homes. Always picking the right agent. Lepe Tendwell Properties, obviously great choice.
If you're thinking of selling your home and you like a detailed net sheet of exactly all the fees and how much will be left over in your pocket after the sale, give us a call for a free, no obligation consultation at your convenience.
Since we know that you love all of these awesome home seller tips, be sure to subscribe to our Lepe Tendwell Properties YouTube channel, like our video, and if you or anybody else that you know is thinking of selling your home in the next few months and you think you can use a little bit more advice on all of those home seller fees, comment directly below. One of the Lepe Tendwell agents will be happy to answer any of your questions. And thanks for watching, everyone.